Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Shelley and this is Proverbs 31:22, where I share about my stitching life. And this is, I believe, FlossTube number 85, pretty sure. So, welcome to everybody. I've had some new subscribers recently, so I thank you all for giving my channel a try. And I hope you see something you like and you want to come back. So, I do share mostly cross stitch on this channel. There are some days where I actually get to quilting. Quilting's kind of taken a back seat since I discovered cross stitch again. I cross stitched, oh gosh, 30 years ago when my girls were little. My youngest is about to be 32. So I cross stitched for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and then I took a 30-year hiatus, 20-year hiatus, something like that, and came back to it in 2019. Basically, through watching Fat Quarter Shop, who I watch for their quilting content. The owner there, Kimberly Jolly, she started cross-stitching and sharing on her live streams, and so I was amazed at all the changes that had happened in those years when I was on hiatus, and jumped in, and I haven't looked back. So the quote on the wall behind me is machine pieced, hand quilted. The teacher that taught the class, she called it a two-color wonder. If you're new here, my favorite colors are purple and pink, and so the color choices were a no-brainer for me. So I put that up because it says Valentine's Day to me. So I had meant to start filming yesterday, which today's Wednesday, February the 23rd. So I'd meant to start the new series of vlogs yesterday, but I did wake up with, I woke up with a pain in my neck, and I've had it before where this has happened. And it's kind of weird. The only way I know how to describe it, what it feels like, is it feels like it's a migraine in my neck. I get migraines, and, you know, the pain that comes in my neck every now and then. I mean, I have pain in my neck all the time, but, you know, this is like extraordinary neck pain. It just feels like a throbbing, pulsating pain. And I mean, I couldn't even turn my head yesterday. So I didn't film anything. I mean, I wasn't ready to be on camera. I did, however, film a haul video because I got haul in from Fat Quarter Shop and I wanted to share it so I could put it away. So I will insert that for you guys here. So the first thing that I ordered was some thread. All of these except for Lighthouse. They're to finish my Valentine House trio pieces. So, floss is so pretty. So I got that. Oops, sorry. And then I picked up this little new tool that they've come up with. It's a floss fairy wand. And so what it does is it has like a little brush on the end of it. So when you frog and you got all those little, you know, fuzzy things on your piece, you brush that over it and it gets rid of those. I also got these to try. I'd never heard of them before. It's thread straighteners. So it's supposed to remove any folds or curls or kinks from, you know, like metallics and other things like that. But I don't know, maybe it would work just on regular cotton. But anyway, you know how bad metallics can, you know, get all curled up and everything. So I'm going to try that and see how they work. I'll let you guys know. So I ordered something for my sewing machine. I've been wanting to get one of these. So this is made to smooth out the transition, like from your machine to your, flat surface that it's in. Um, like my husband just recut a piece to go around mine on my drop-in sewing machine table. Um, so when it has that little unevenness, it can catch your seams and flip them the wrong way. And so you put this on the over that area, and it eliminates that problem. And it also lengthens your seam guides too. So that's always a good thing. So these next things, I honestly I didn't order these. I mean, it says it on my invoice that I ordered these, but for one thing, I hardly ever order a multi-pack. Only if I absolutely have to, like with Lori Holt's tapestry needles, you have to order a multi-pack. But, I mean, it's 14, 16, 18 to 22. I mean, I don't need those sizes. Maybe I accidentally clicked on one, but I don't see me accidentally clicking on 3 that I didn't mean to get. So I meant to get 24s, 26, and 28s. So I'm going to have to see about returning these, because I don't think I'll ever use them for anything, honestly. And then the main thing that I was ordering was the little Stitchy Stand. So when I opened the box this morning, it was like, it's in this little bag, and I wasn't thinking about the bag when I opened it, and I saw this yellow print, which is cute, but it's not me at all. And I was like, why did I get this color? And then I realized it was in the bag. So this is the actual Stitchy Stand from Lori Holt. So it's got this whole big old pocket where you can stick your chart or your tablet, and then it does have pockets on the back as well. For you to stick other stitching supplies to keep it handy. So I'm going to test that out in a second. It sounds like it has Velcro attaching it right here. So, yeah, that's my haul portion of the video. And so, I am really liking the Stitchy Stand. My tablet is a lot more stable on that little lap desk that I use. And so I'm liking it a lot. And it has those little pockets on the side. I have my little fairy wand and floss fairy wand in one end, and then my scissors with my pretty scissor fob from Denise at Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. I have that in the other little pocket. So I'm liking it so far. It does... on my last video, I think I shared when I ordered it that I wasn't sure how I was going to work with my lamp. I'm still going to have to tweak that a little bit. I do have a USB rechargeable light. That's the same as the one that I plug in, that you can actually, it like comes off. It's got a little clamp on it, and you can clamp that onto the base where it just makes it tabletop, or you can clamp it on something. I tried clamping it on that little desk before, and it wasn't, I don't know, I got to tweak it. So anyway, so what have I been stitching? Get my little planner out, and let's see. So, okay, so I'm working on ABC Sal. That I'm doing along with Rachel at Rachel Q Stitches. This is Erica Michael's sampler book. And let's see, I'm going to show you a picture of what the finished product looks like. So this is the finished product. I know Rachel's not going to finish hers in a book, but I do want to finish mine in a book. So the patterns are free on Rainbow Gallery, but there's no instructions for creating the book, and there's no like charts for the front and the back. That part didn't matter to me a whole lot, but the instructions did matter to me. So Erica Michaels is actually re-releasing this at Nashville Market, and I did pre-order a copy yesterday. So she's got it for $15. So that was better than what I was afraid it was going to be, because I think when it originally, I think at one time there was like a book that you could buy and it was like $30. So it's a lot, more affordable. So this is what it looks like. I'm doing all of mine on 28 count Monaco fabric. Some that I leave either white or cream, some that I'm hand dyeing myself. This piece for this this block, I did hand dye, and so I did the O the last few weeks, and then this week is the P. So P is for pineapple and periwinkle stitch. So the periwinkle stitch is the middle of the pineapple. It is a very interesting stitch to make. I think, I like stitching on Monaco, but when you hand dye it, it's already kind of a tight weave, and then when you hand dye it, it gets even more tight, and so it gets kind of hard to dig in there and find the correct holes. So this is stitched over 3 threads, and you sort of make like a little, like you go from bottom left to top right of that 3-hole block, and you secure that stitch in the middle with a small little stitch across it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but that sort of cinches it to the side and makes it where it looks circular. And then you do a little half stitch in the middle. So I really did do a pretty texture for pineapple. I usually choose my own colors for these. She's, it's Rainbow Gallery free pattern. So of course they use Rainbow Gallery threads. I'm just using mainly overdyes. And so I'll just go in and, I use her suggestions and then kind of go off on my own tangent. So I did try to match, though, the color of the pineapple closely to what she recommended. I just go to Rainbow Gallery's site and I'll pull up the thread that they recommend and kind of match my overdyes or my DMCs to that. So the only thing is that she had the, there was no green that she called for. And pineapples have green at the top, so their leaves are green. So I did add a green in, and then I just did my own choices for the border, and then my own for the letters. And so I'll show you. The darker purple is the Purple Pansy from Classic Colorworks. The lighter purple, which goes in the middle of those blocks around the border, is Amethyst, Classic Colorworks. And then the little border, the little divider that goes in between, like these stitches right here, and then the ones in the corner, that is Fleur de Lilac from Classic Colorworks. And then my letters that I'm doing, I chose a Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. And this is honey lavender color, very beautiful variegated yellow and lavender. So that's what these letters right here are in. There's always a set of letters that's a different color, and so my set will be this darker purple. Then the pineapple, I use this Old Hickory from Gentle Art. And then the centers of the pineapple is Queen Bee from Classic Colorworks. And then the tops of the pineapple is Victorian Motto Americana Homestead. That's a pretty dark green. So I want it to be a little bit further along on this, but it's just, it hadn't happened. So, I mean, I just do what I can. And if I don't meet my goal, I just stitch on it longer, more days than I allotted myself. So I've stitched on that. And then I've stitched on a little bit on Valentine House, which is part of Waxing Moon Designs Valentine House Trio. So this is the one that I'm working on right here. And this is my my project that I put 1 to 2 strands of floss in every day. And I had been, restraining myself and making myself only put 1, strand in. But then I realized yesterday, I better start putting some strands in on the border, because I don't want to have a bunch of border to do, all at once. And so I did start bringing down the border on this side. I've gotten more done on the little trees. I mean, you think that a length of floss is not, like, what can I get done with that? But it really does move your project along, by 15 minutes every day. So this is a 28 count with Shelt linen in the color China Pearl. And I'm stitching with overdyes, using Autumn Dot Stitches on Instagram's color conversion. And I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. So the little spots in the trees and these little bushes, it's supposed to be like a lighter pink. And the only thing that I'm concerned about is that, there's some stitches on the edge that may kind of blend in with my fabric. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend. I'm going to do probably this dark purple and then, a pink, maybe like this, or even the lighter one, and see what that looks like. So I love these. I love this piece so much. I really want to get something where I finish all 3 of those on the same piece. But we'll see if I, manage to find something. So the other thing that I worked on was, let's see, Folksy Bird Alphabet. This is a magazine design, so I'll insert a picture here. I don't know if I've shown you guys this or not. From what I marked down as far as when I filmed and what I had worked on since then, I don't think I did, but it seems like I did, but maybe not. Maybe not. So I started stitching on the letter N. All I got done was part of the bird. They're so cute. So this will be N. What I'm doing with this is I'm spelling out spring, and I'm going to make little pillows, little small pillows. So all I got left to do is the N and the G. And they're just so stinking cute. And then the R. So adorable. So, I want to try to, if you've been around the last few videos, you know that I'm kind of obsessed right now with chenille trim. And let me grab it real quick. Sorry about that. Someone had asked me what I had used, and this is what I'm using that I got from Joanne. And I mean, I probably paid maybe $5 for this skein, and it's, quite a lot. So I tried, I did one piece where I, put that on as is, and then last month, or earlier this month, I tried my hand at dyeing some, and I love the way it came out. So I really want to try to dye some. I want to kind of try to, like, over dye it, like dye it probably a kind of brighter yellow, and then go back and just sort of spoon on some pink. I don't know. We're going to see how that's going to look. I did pick up some more dyes today at Walmart. So the other piece that I'm stitching on is Flowers and Bees Stitch Along. This is a free stitch along from Doreen Jones, and you can get that over on her Facebook page. She has multiple albums of free designs. She's very, very generous and gives a lot of designs away. So on her Facebook page, she has an album called Flowers and Bees Sal. And so I'll insert a picture of the most recent release. And then I'll show you where I started it. So I started that last night. Someone finished that little piece, like some of these ladies, like as soon as she releases it on Friday, you know, in a few hours they've got it done. It's like, I mean, I know there's some people that, I don't know, live in different parts of the world, and so they get it, I don't know how that works, but they're really fast stitching too. So, but this lady had it finished, and oh my God, y'all, there's a bee in all four corners, and they are the cutest bees. I mean, they're just like, they're everything. They're just so adorable. So I'm doing this on a 14 count printed Ada from DMC. I picked it up at Michael's, and I love it. I'm using her called for DMC flosses and 2 strands. So I'm really having a lot of fun with that. I've done one of her sals before. I haven't finished it, but this one I really want to try to keep, you know, caught up and get it done. So this is the colors, the floss colors. So pretty. So that's it. That's what I, yeah, that's what I stitched so far since I filmed last. So, that's all I've got. I will come back hopefully tomorrow with another vlog for you guys. Hey everybody, it's Saturday the 26th of February, and I'm here to come and finish up this video. I have a little bit of stitching to share, but I have mostly a bunch of stuff to talk about. I want to show you guys what my pre-orders for Market are. Then I'll show you my stitching that I did get done. We'll talk about some things that are weighing on my heart. And then we'll talk about the situation in the world right now. So, I think this is the first time I've pre-ordered from Market. Like, last time they had it was in 2020, and I didn't pre-order one, but I did order a Teresa Kogut angel from that one. And this year, 2 of my things that I ordered 4 things, and 2 of them are Teresa Kogut. So let me get them pulled up. I did order these from the Cottage Needle on Etsy. She was recommended by Cheryl over at Tranquil Stitches, and so I'm going to move you just a little bit back. And so I ordered stuff from her. Let me try to keep all my stuff together. Okay. And I'm just going to show you on my laptop instead of inserting pictures. So I ordered her Newcastle Bouquet Biscornu, which I think is gorgeous. I have this sampler that I'm working on currently, and I love it. And so when I saw this with the pretty moth, and then those flowers that are along the border and the pattern, I just like, yeah, okay, that'll be my first Biscornu. So I ordered that. And then I ordered this, and I'm gonna probably just go through the pictures that are on here. So this is a new sampler that she came out with. I don't know if I'm going to do this going backwards. It's kind of hard. So let's see. I need to get my mouse to go through it. But anyway, this is her Let Love Rain sampler. So that's a close-up. Let me get where I can show you a full shot. So that's the whole sampler. I think it's beautiful. I mean, I like blue, but it's not really my favorite color, but I just think this is gorgeous. And then I guess it comes with this companion, small little piece, which I love that quote. And you know, that may be the only thing I'll end up stitching from this, but I do love that that quote. So if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. And I've always loved that quote and agree with it totally. So those are the things from Teresa Kogut that I pre-ordered. And then I ordered one thing pre-order from Plum Street. I don't have any of her patterns yet. I thought this one was beautiful. So this is Adorn Your Heart. And it says, adorn your heart, adorn your mind with knowledge of the sweetest kind. I thought that was just gorgeous. And then I mentioned this the other day, but I did I did pre-order the new release of Erica Michael's sampler book. So I'm excited to have that and have the instructions that I need to put that book together. Okay, so those are the things that I ordered from Market. So what have I stitched on? Let's see. I'm not sure if I've stitched on this any since you saw it last. I think I did. The Valentine House. I think I've put in some more stitches. Let me look at it. Yes. So, get something to hold behind it. So I did bring down more of the border, and I got all of the green parts of the little bushes done. And this is where it's going to stay for now. I know we only have a few more days left in the month. I had thought about making this my one strand a day again next month, but I've decided to make something else my one strand a day from this day forward. It's something I started yesterday. And with everything that's going on in Ukraine in my forefront. So I also finished the letter P in the sampler book. This took forever. Like, I don't know. I didn't get a lot of stitching done on my other stuff because this just took forever. I like doing these blocks, but God, they really take a long time, especially when you're doing these specialty stitches. And, I mean, I would have been okay with just one pineapple because it really did take a long time to do those specialty periwinkle stitches. But anyway, I finally got it done. I think I finished this on Thursday night. So that is done. And then I pulled out my my next whip go piece, and I just realized I don't have the book to show you the picture. I don't know if I have a picture that I took of it. Maybe I'll find one online and insert it here. But this is my other whip go piece, and this is Brenda Gervais' Winter Rose Manor. And so my goal for whip go is to get this, like the top row of windows done in the, the house behind them or between them. So I did get a good bit done the other night, but I still have a good bit to do, in just a few days. So, and I'm sorry, I don't remember. I think this is a platinum, 36 count platinum linen. I didn't pull my book or my sheet or anything yet. So I'm using some of the called for, but she calls for conch on the house, and mine was just not pink enough, and so I changed mine to Chablis. And I had put the background, like the curtain on this one. I don't know what floss I used for it, but the one that I thought I used, which is 12 grain, was a lot lighter, which I liked more, and so I did rip this curtain out, and I'll put that back in later. So I think that's all I've stitched on, other than my new start that I started yesterday. Seemed like that was something I wanted to say, though. What did I want to say? Oh, I was going to say I got contacted by one of my former supervisors when I worked in cardiology. She's now working in obstetrics and gynecology, and she's got a position that came open in her Madison office, but she said they need both Madison and Decatur offices both need help. So I have to drop off my car tomorrow to get, leave it in the shop all week. And then I wasn't planning to pick up a rental until Monday evening when my husband got home from work. And so she wanted me to come to meet, like, while a good bit of the doctors were all together, which was Monday, midday. Evidently, they're very busy and they're hardly ever in the office at the same time. And so, I told her that I wouldn't have my rental until Monday night, and she's like, well, I can pick you up. And so she is going to pick me up Monday morning, and I'm going to go with her and sort of hang out at her office, most of the day, which I think is a good thing because it'll help me to really get a feel for the office. When you go in and you're just interviewing for a little while, you don't really get to see a lot of what can end up being chaos behind the scenes, So, I mean, I don't know. She contacted me. I've been looking, like, I get emails with job postings and I'll look at them. I haven't really been applying for anything other than the part-time things that I applied for, which is really, really, really what I want. I don't know if she'll have anything available part-time. I'm not crazy about having to drive to Madison or Decatur. But, I mean, we're doing okay, but I just feel like I need to contribute more. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. My husband, he sounds like he'd be okay if I didn't go to work, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Just pray for me so I can decide what to do. But anyway, I'll have that going on Monday. So I don't know how much stitching I'll get done on my Whip Go project. So, some things that have been going on, I guess in my family, my older daughter, Kimberly, and all of her family are sick right now. They think it's probably the flu. Nathan got sick first. I think I mentioned that earlier in this video. He got sick first. His COVID test was negative. And then Kim and Malachi got sick pretty much at right at the same time. And then Dwayne was the last one to get it. So they've been feeling really, really bad. I mean, Kim was like, I'd rather have COVID again. It was just worse than COVID was. So, they didn't get tested for flu. They went to like a rapid testing site to get COVID tested, and those were negative. And the nurse told them that the flu was going around, and so that's probably what it is. So, pray for them that they feel better and get over this as quickly as they can. Also, my older brother, who in summer last year had been diagnosed with bladder cancer, they went in and removed it and said that it had not, they were able to just do some of those like preventative treatments. And he went for, this past week, he went for what was supposed to be his last scope, and it did indicate return of cancer. So he's got to go for surgery next month. I don't know exactly when, but his name is Jerry, so remember him in prayer. So those are personal things that have been, I don't know, weighing on my heart and my mind, but there's also the things that are going on in Ukraine. I don't know. My husband said something yesterday when we were driving home, and we went out to eat last night, and, he said, we've been on this spinning globe too long for us to keep making the same mistakes over and over. And I so agree with that. I don't get it. Like, I don't get the need for power to the point where you invade another country. I don't know. Anyway, just in an effort to just sort of do my part to, I don't know, support or stand behind them. I've shared some free charts that a couple of designers have come out with, the past week, and I'll show you those in a minute. I've also made some purchases from, I think, three or four different Ukrainian designers on Etsy. They are very, very talented designers. And so I'll show you those charts that I ordered, and I will link everything below so that you can go to these shops and go to those free patterns if you so choose. I also made a donation to, what is the name of the organization? Jan Hicks just talked about it. She did, it was like a knitting fundraiser to raise money for food, food type charities. And so I did donate to my mother-in-law. This is, in memory of my mother-in-law, and this is the organization. So they are on the border between the border of Poland, where there's refugees, and then they're preparing to deploy ones on the border of Romania, workers and volunteers. So I did donate to them. So the two free charts that I've seen, I'm sure there's probably more, but these are just the ones that I've seen. I had to go to Huntsville yesterday for Project Linus drop off and pick up, and so I didn't do a whole lot of surfing and all of that yesterday. But let's see. The first one is from Beth Twist at Heartstring Samplery. So the original chart said something different, and I don't know if this was already in it, these words, or if she created, and put in another section where this is charted with these words just for this time and what we're going through. But I thought this was really pretty. Someone was saying that it would look really pretty in just one color. I think it would look real pretty in variegateds also, like one color variegated, or you could even do you know, the roses one variegated floss, and then the leaves something, and then everything else, you know, another one. So there's that one. And then Cliffside Stitches is a shop that I follow on Etsy, and also follow them on Instagram. They do a lot of like charting of traditional needlework motifs from different cultures. And so they do have this free Ukrainian bookmark right now that is on their site. And I did start this last night. And this is going to be my my 1 to 2 strands every day project until it's done. Now I just got to find it to show it to you what I got done. Oh, there it is. So it only has 4 colors. 4 colors: black, yellow, red, and green. And so I'm doing this on a 14 count opalescent 8 of just a piece of scrap that I had. It may be pretty close as far as being able to do the whole thing, but there is, like, on the top and the bottom, there's sort of like a little divider before the next motifs are there. So if I had to, I could cut it off there. But I was going to get anchor flosses to do all of this in because I really like the anchor black. But I thought Michael's was selling that, but the one in Huntsville's not. And I wasn't planning to go past the Joann's on my way home from Huntsville. And so I went to Hobby Lobby just to look around. I got some Easter stuff, which I should have brought that in here to show you guys, but I forgot. But anyway, what I ended up doing was getting a ball of Pearl 310 Pearl 8, and that's my black. And so Pearl 8 is the equivalent of 3 strands, and so I'm doing the rest with 3 strands of floss. Normally I would do, you know, 2 strands on 14 count, but I guess I really want it to have some good coverage. So this is going to be my 1 to 2 strands every day piece. So that's all that I stitched on yesterday. I'm supposed to be stitching on Winter Rose Manor today, as well as my MLK sampler. I didn't stitch on it last weekend, so I'm really like behind. I didn't get very much done on my my flowers and bees, which I forgot to show you guys. Let me grab that. So that Erica Michaels sampler book took me so long that I just didn't get to anything else. And so, well, I don't know what bag it's in. I've gotten very, very disorganized this week with my stuff, and so, in here, yes, okay. So I did start it, but I didn't get very much done. So I'm, you know, getting behind on everything. So, you know, I really will get behind everything if I go back to work. You know, of course, I'll have to adjust my goals, but anyway, that's the start of this last week's. Now she just released another one yesterday. So, but isn't that just the cutest little bee? I think they're adorable. Okay, so let me show you the charts that I bought from the Ukrainian designers today. And basically, I was on Facebook, and Jan Hicks had shared some shops that she had purchased from. And so I just kind of went and looked at each one and saw the things that I thought, you know, I wanted to get. So these right here are from Maya, M-I-Y-A Stitch. And like I said, I'm going to link the shops below. And I'm just going to link the shops. I'm not going to link what I bought because you can just go and look at all of their charts and find what you like. So I thought this was just so cute. So this is a Woodland Animals wreath. Let me show you some of the close-ups. I mean, look at that. Seem like, let's see. You can kind of see the little deer, the little hedgehog, the little bird, that little bunny. I mean, I just can't even. So cute. Look at the little bird close up. I mean, just beautiful. So that's one thing that I ordered from her. That must be the only thing I ordered from that shop. Yes. Okay. So that's the only thing I ordered from that shop. And then I ordered from LKA Cross Stitch. This beautiful, beautiful floral heart. Gorgeous. And then also from LKA is this cute little, I don't know, she's got it where you could like personalize it, like if you wanted her to chart, you know, a couple's name and their wedding date or something. I didn't get that. I just, you know, wanted just the little heart wreath and the birdhouse and the birds. I think that's just too cute. And then also from LKA, this is one of the ones that Jan Hicks bought that, look at that. I don't know if, I know there's a designer that's in one of the magazines that I have on my Readly app that has something very similar to this as far as like the black work, and then the birds, you know, and the flowers are the only things that colored in. But I'm not sure if it's the same designer, but it's very much the same look. So I don't know if you can tell, but like right in this area, can you see that little, it's like little bird, little open bird mouths around the center, like all around right here. She had some really interesting pieces. And then the next one is MIKA Stitch Design. And I thought this little bunny was so cute. I mean, and he was $1. I just love it. Look at the ears. And then he's like, you know, those flowers are almost as big as him. So, and she had, she had like a whole, not a whole, she had, you know, probably a handful of charts that were only $1. Like this one was $4. I just thought this was really pretty. With the moon and the Eiffel Tower and all those flowers. And then, I don't think this is one that Jan Hicks shared. I think I saw her maybe a post in a group. And so I went to her shop. And I know there's also the Stitchy Princess, Ekaterina. She's in quite a few groups that I'm in. Her designs are real pretty. I don't think I would, you know, they're not really my style, but I'll link her below too, and you can check her out as well. So this shop had this cute little ornament that I thought, instead of, you know, baby's first Christmas, you could put Merry Christmas on it. And, you know, she's got almost all of those letters in those words. You know, you just have to tweak the F to turn it into an E. And the rest of them, you have them. So I thought that was real cute. And then also, this is Elena Art Embroidery, by the way. Also, this one. So, looking at her shop, some of her designs, it made me think that on my Ukrainian bookmark, if I do the whole design and I'm kind of short on fabric, instead of like fraying the ends or whatever, I could put some lace or some tatting around the edge. I thought that was gorgeous. And then last one is, let me see if she's got a better picture. They're kind of, right, this is the best one. So I thought that would be something that maybe, Malachi, I don't see Nathan ever cross stitching, but Malachi, I could see him wanting to learn. And so that would be a real simple, design for him to do for his mom. I thought that was real pretty. So that is it. That's all I've got for you guys this week. Let me think for a minute, make sure there's not anything else. So yeah, just mainly, prayers appreciated for my daughter, her family, my brother, for me with the, job interview, job decision, and then of course for the, the people of Ukraine and the people in Russia as well, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It grieves me, and I don't know why we can't just love each other and get along and live in peace, honestly. Like we're all the same. Like we all love our kids. We all, worry about our kids. We all are trying to just live our lives and, do the best that we can. And for us to hate one another because of whatever reason, and this is not just in Ukraine, but, the whole world over. I don't know. So I'm going to let you guys go. I will say that having my daughter's quote out has helped a lot for me to stitch on it more. Not quite as much as I wanted to this week because I felt like I was behind on some of my goals with cross stitching, and so I did good at the beginning of the week, and then toward the latter part of the week, I didn't stitch on it a whole lot, but I definitely think it's going to work, on a regular basis. It's going to work to, motivate me to want to put some stitches in it every day. So I'm going to close this out. Please, visit the shops that I'm linking below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.